if you're ready to face the challenge, to face the negative review from you, and think over. Harry did this review today, tomorrow, Dima, the day after tomorrow, John, and so on. I'm doing something wrong.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
It's very important what you say, Dima, because when people write a review, right, you can look at the two sides. You can look at, oh, this person is write the review, I'm gonna delete it and I'm gonna do this. Or you can think as an entrepreneur, how can I do better? What happened, with this review? I knew when I put that review in the restaurant, I knew that what replied my review was a machine. I knew there was no that guy, also, or actually a person. Yeah. It was like a message, like an auto responding, oh, I'm sorry about this review. Come back again, you're welcome. It was a fake answer. I write, but the consumer are getting very savvy. So we all do that. So in my opinion, if I write this review, and I'm right because I'm putting the photo and I was not treated well, minimum I deserve an answer back from the person or from a human being. And we can tell as consumers when it's a machine. So that's why this restaurant for me, I don't know, I never go again. I never gonna go again because I know, I wrote this and it was a machine to reply me back. And I know that is a machine.
Exactly. Let's
maybe not so many people know that, but I can tell, you see.
Sure. Let's remember the start of our conversation about the challenges. So if entrepreneur doesn't want to face challenge and he asks machine to answer, he will fail.
Yeah.
But if you're ready to face the challenge, to face the negative review from you, and think over. Harry did this review today, tomorrow, Dima, the day after tomorrow, John, and so on. I'm doing something wrong. I have to think over. But if machine just sitting there, as you mentioned with your previous business, you make wrong decision.
No, sometimes you have a fail. But you see, for example, in our business, I remember back in the day, right, that I received a complaint, and after we solved or we deal with the problem, we used to call the client and said, "Hi, hello, you complain about this, right? This is exactly what happened. That's why, like, for example, I had the property, right? And there is no hot water. Okay. It's Sunday night, 1 a.m. The person comes to the property, there is no hot water, and they complain, look, there is no hot water in this house, right? So obviously in the morning we call the plumber, and but now it's a complaint. It's not his fault. The hot water should be working. Something broke on the boiler on Sunday in the evening. Of course, no plumber, nobody will go on Sunday to fix anything in London, at least in London. So, but on Monday when the plumber goes there and fix it, we call the client and say, look, we're really sorry about what happened. As you can imagine, that is out of our control that the boiler broke. So we took your complaint, and first thing in the morning we managed. We are looking into the boiler to give a general maintenance to make sure that this doesn't happen again. Could be something punctual like an electric, whatever. And we're really sorry. And guess what happened? The client can come back and rather than give us a negative review, has given a positive review and had wrote, look, yesterday there was no hot water in the house, but this guy in the morning, they called the plumber, they called me, they told me what they're gonna do. Now I have hot water, everything. And something that it was a negative at the beginning.
It's an art converting negative review into the positive review.
Yeah, but it can be done. Most of the time, I don't remember when we had the property business. We knew that it doesn't matter what happened, what is the complaint. We knew that we call the person and we tell them something that makes sense. I remember back in the day, I used to tell to my team, don't tell them there is nothing we can do. That's the worst thing that you can say to a client. Oh no, the boiler is broken on Sunday evening. I'm sorry, there is nothing that you can do. No, there is always something that you can do. Yeah. I remember that back on the day we used to tell the client, listen, the hot water is not working. Sunday, 1 o'clock. Look, go to a hotel, we will pay for it and take a shower. And they used to say, no, Harry, don't worry. We stay and until the morning, that's okay. So there is always something that you can do.
You like Sheikh Mohammed in United Arab Emirates. He prohibited in all government structures to say world it's impossible. So
Wow.
or maybe Sheikh
Really?
Mohammed like you.
There is always something that you can do. Something I understand you're based in Dubai. I think that over there they take that very seriously, right? The bad reviews I hear about. Tell us a little bit more about this. Some countries take this more seriously than another one.
Exactly. United Arab Emirates, it's not a democratic republic. It's a monarchy. And for sure, so there are some laws where you cannot say anything negative, not only about the government, but also about different businesses and so. And the laws are very strict because just imagine. I will tell you a little
Tell
bit
us a little
about
bit
the
more about
Dubai.
this, Dima.
Yeah, a little bit about the Dubai. Just imagine, the population of Dubai is 7 million people.
Wow.
So the locals only 700,000, only 10%. 6.3 people expats. They came there for the business to find their better life and so on. And
it's amazing. I love Dubai.
Exactly. Just imagine all these guys in the government. They did, fantastic efforts to achieve all this stuff. And for sure, if they take control about the internet, because they make the Dubai a safe place and so on. If you see the car accident, you cannot record the video. It is prohibited by the law. If you see something happens, about the racism, about, different countries. So somebody says, bad words, or maybe even set up a flags with the bad words. It will be strictly prohibited, and in 2 hours you will be at the airport departing to your native country. So it's rather
reputation
harsh
management over there is
Exactly, Harry. We aren't working with the reviews anymore because honestly, it's a niche. As I mentioned before, there are a lot of ethical questions, and I don't want to be with this. We are working with what we do for the Dubai government. With our social media listening tools, we find the we with some kind of structures like Dubai Police and so on. What we provide them, we find the words in the mentions about the drugs. The I don't know. May I tell these words here on the podcast or no? About bad girls and so on, and we pass this information to Dubai Police that somebody placed, the advertisement about the drugs or maybe some other bad things. On another hand, what we do for the big brands, we do some kind of brand insights. It is rather hard in one or 10,000 different messages in the Facebook about, for example, Starbucks, to find something fruity. And for example, I will tell you how the brand insight looks like. For example, in Saudi Arabia, with one big brand of the coffee, I cannot say the name because of the non-disclosure agreement. We have analyzed more than 60,000 mentions about their brand, their reviews, opinions, and so on in social media. And we understood that on the South, people do like coffee more sour. And on the North, they like more sweetie.
Oh, wow.
We provided this information to the head office. They have changed a little bit the recipe. And exactly. And sales grown 8%. For big brand, it's amazing result, honestly.
Yeah.
It's
amazing. I love it. I've been there several times. It's fantastic place. It's very safe.
You, but not during the summertime, because it's plus 50 degree during the summertime.
For me, it's okay. I've been in London. It's very cold. For me, sun is okay. We need a lot of. We don't care. Yeah, but it's in Dubai. Yeah, I have spoke there in conferences several times. Yeah, and it's safe, right? And the weather is amazing. And also, again, even because all the population are expats, yeah, you find people from everywhere. There are a lot of events going on. And
do you know any place in this world where 90% of the population is expats, and still it's under control?
Yeah,
and it is
amazing,
safe.
Very safe. Absolutely, I forgot my wallet. Nobody steal it.
Exactly.
It was in data. You know what is data? Data is not like
of course.
In data, you have people from everywhere. Yes, I forgot my wallet on the table, and I came back, and the wallet was there with the money and everything. Nobody touched anything. I mean, that was my experience. I don't think somebody else could be having something different, but I found it very safe. And I found it that you see, in terms of try to forget your wallet in London, even with you there. So Dima, this has been fantastic. So Dima, tell us, if people want to know more about you, about your business, about what you do, companies, like I said, you don't only work with UAE, or you work with companies in US, all over. So how people can find you, how the process work? Can you share us some?
I would be very happy. I would be very happy if you would not hesitate to text me in the LinkedIn directly. Yeah, and I will reply everybody, and for sure they will provide.
How can the LinkedIn? Dima, how they find you in LinkedIn?
Dima Raketa. Maybe I would like to ask you to post under the description of this podcast my direct link to LinkedIn.
We will definitely. But for the people listening in the car, some people are listening to the broadcast in the car, and they find you Dima Raketa in LinkedIn, and
Dima Raketa, yes.
And they can send you a private message in LinkedIn about the situation, right?
And then can check out our reputation.house. Yeah, this is our company website.
I love the website domain. It's very good. Reputation.house. That's brilliant.
Yes. And you can double check website, but I think it would be a fantastic thing if you write me directly, because every case is
different.
Exactly. And we start with some kind of reputation audit. What is happening with your brand, with your industry? What are the challenges, and how we can help? And then we provide a solution. So this is the process, how we work. Okay. So you can double check our website, but I would be very happy if any of you will text me in the LinkedIn and we can talk directly.
Thank you so much, Dima. And for all of you listening to the broadcast, see you in our next episode of Unstoppable, how a brave entrepreneur like Dima break the wall and achieve the first million. Bye for now.
Bye.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.